This is going to be my first attempt at pickling some purslane. So first we can have a look at the purslane here. It's like a massive esky full of purslane that I got from a friend's yard. This pickling's also, I just went out and foraged some amaranth seeds and a big bunch of dandelion, which I'm going to chuck in with it as well. Here's my canning pot, and there's my jars, which I just put the word out on the internet, and people gave me some jars of amaranth leaves that I will cook. There's my separated seeds. The ratios for the brine: for every 1 litre of apple cider vinegar, you've got half a litre of water, 2 tablespoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of honey. I've been boiling up the brine, which has salt, apple cider vinegar, water, honey. I've got the dandelion ready. I washed my seeds and now I'm ready to get a bunch of this and start prepping it in the sink and canning it. And so the process here is I'm going to get the raw ingredients into these jars, which is going to include dandelion, purslane, a bit of garlic and onion. Then I will pour the brine that I've been boiling up here and top it up to almost at the top, but it needs to cover all of the ingredients. Then I'll take the jar and put it into this, which will be boiling, this big pot. And the idea is that you then boil the jars in the pot for a period of time. The bottom layer of what's going into the big pot, I'm going to choose all of these ones that are the same height, because all of the larger miscellaneous size ones are going to sit on top. I've decided on 3 dandelions per jar, so this is 3 dandelions. Look at all these purslane seeds. So I'm going to plug this sink up so I can capture them all. The goal is to get it as tight as possible. This is actually a really good idea for packing. Jars like this one, I'm doing 2 cloves of garlic and just like 2 slices of onion. And now what I'm doing is I'm just putting a bunch of that garlic, onion and dandelion at the bottom, and then I put in some purslane, and then I put in another layer of garlic, onion, purslane and the amaranth seed, which I have here. Meanwhile, I have my brine over here boiling away, and I'm just doing my packing. So now for some pouring of brine. The more tightly packed it is, the less brine you have to use. Notice there's a little bit of a gap at the top for air between the lid and the top. Might need a little bit more brine, but some of that stuff sort of springs back up and floats, and there's not really much you can do about that with the purslane. Then it's a matter of just screwing the lid on. The canning process is finalised by boiling the jars in this pot for 2 hours. So after letting it cool down, that's what I've got. Pickled purslane. I think you're supposed to leave it at least a week until tasting it, just to allow it to settle and the flavours to blend together. I don't actually really know how long it will keep using this type of canning method, so this is just all an experiment. I welcome any comments. There you go.